Alright, just because I have to come on here and vent, right? So, thinking back to the signs, all the Titan signs that I was seeing, right? And then, of course, I forgot about them, right? Because I stopped seeing them. But the ones that were coming along with it were all the A1, the A Authentic Garage Door Company, A1A Authentic, right? Like, I think it was basically telling me, like, hey, just so you know, when all this shit comes up with Titan, my vehicle, be authentic to yourself. You be true to yourself. Don't let your parents fucking push you around. Time to speak up. So I called them. Nope. Hang on, I'll take a screenshot to share. So, my dad. So I told them about the remaining surgery that I plan on having, which would then be another $2,800. And I said that I will be selling Titan and using the money that I make from Titan to pay for my surgery. Before I can say that, of course, my dad is already interrupting me and saying, so what is it that you want? So what is it that you're asking for? What is it that you want? What is it you're asking for? What is it that you... And I'm like... And I said that... He was like, oh, no. This was the part that he said. Well, Titan's already spoken for with the trade-in. No. Because again, you need my permission to do so. So no. If I say no now, that makes it null and void. Do you think he let me talk though? No. So I said that I could make more money if I sell Titan privately. You know what my dad's response was? Well, we could be making 30 some grand from the trade-in of our car, and we're for our Honda Pilot, and we're not. Yep, that's right. You know what? Then you go make your 30 some grand on your vehicle. Because again, you're not gifting me anything. You are getting yourself a new fucking car under the guise of looking like a good guy and giving me your car. And you are showing me your true colors by throwing it in my face how much money you could get from your vehicle. Nope. I said, that's not the way a gift works. And I said, are you ready to sit there and be quiet and wait for me to talk? And he continued to interrupt me. So I said, I'm hanging up on you until you can sit there and listen to me. So hung up, waited a few minutes. They called me back. And of course, my dad immediately starts talking. I was like, no, it is my turn to talk. You may sit there and be quiet, or I will be hanging up. Can't even start to talk, and my dad's already jumping in again. Somewhere in there, again, because it started into an argument, because they wouldn't just sit there and fucking listen, because they can't, because everything has to turn into an argument with my father. Everything. Because he is literally not capable of doing something nice for somebody. And I refuse to be his supply. So I said, no, I don't even think I said it. I just hung up. Because he's interrupting me again. So they call back again. Didn't answer. Oh no, I said, no, I didn't. So I texted back. So they called me, didn't answer, called me again, didn't answer. I said, I am not answering. You are not respecting me and keep interrupting me. Oh, this part. Oh, this part's great. This is my dad. We can gift you the 2,800 January 2nd. It's not a fucking gift. That is not a gift. That is the money that I am owed for my fucking car. That's not a gift. Are you fucking shitting me? You fucking narcissistic fucking asshole. You're not gifting me anything. It is my fucking car. He is so fucking narcissistic, Danielle. It's fucking ridiculous. You're not gifting me 2,800. I am telling you, you are not using my car as a trade-in. I will be selling it and using the money to pay for the rest of my surgery. So my response, I am not accepting any gifts from you, in quotation. It's not a gift. That is my money from my car that you are trying to use for a trade-in. That is not a gift to me. And my dad keeps saying, oh, well, we'll cover this for you. Oh, well, we'll cover this for you. No, 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 no. All of that could easily be covered with the money if I sold Titan to a private party. Because I could easily probably get at least $4,000 for Titan from a private company, from a private party, because of how much cars are going for right now. I could easily get at least three or four grand. So no, that's not a gift. Like, are you fucking, did you really say that? Did you really say that? No, it's not a gift. That's me refusing to let you use my car as a trade-in and me using my money for my car. So I replied with, I'm not accepting any gifts from you. It's not. And I'm not fucking accepting the Honda Pilot because this is fucking, Danielle, this is fucking ridiculous. I can't do this for my own mental health. He already fucking threw it in my face how much money they could be getting from the car. So you know what? You go get that money for your car. You go trade it in. Enjoy. This is seriously, Danielle, this is seriously not fucking worth it. Trying to grow and heal and fucking stand up for myself is fucking, like, this is, like, I am so torn right now, right? But no. It will be for the purchase of your car. That's the whole thing. It's not a fucking gift, you fucking narcissistic asshole. It is the money that is owed to me for my car. If you want to give me a gift, it is up to me what I do with my car. And at this, him telling me, him throwing it in my face, just like I know he's going to do, if I accept this car, I'm going to have to hear about it for how long? Unless I literally just cut them off and don't speak to them anymore. Which I could do. If I were to accept the car and say, if you bring this up in any way, shape, or form, how much money you could have gotten, how you did this nice thing for me, how you're not doing this for me because you already did this for me, I will no longer be talking to you. Or I could just do it now and just say, nope, I'm done, because it's not worth it for me, for my mental health, because I know you're going to throw this in my face. Because guess what? You already did. Before you even gave me the gift, you just threw it in my face how much money you could be getting if you weren't giving me this gift. So fuck you, you fucking asshole. You go enjoy that money. Probably wait till tomorrow and say my car is not for sale. I am keeping my vehicle. I don't even want to give them the satisfaction of having to say this again. I do not accept your gift. You did not respect my boundaries. And he already threw it in my face before even giving it to me. Just don't respond, right? Give it time. That's what you do with narcissists, right? Because they want you to respond. They want you to engage because that's how they get their supply. So I need to learn, and I need not to respond at this point. And I need some fucking clarity and guidance on what to do for scheduling the fucking surgery. Because I do have the money in the account right now. Right now, in this very moment, I do, to pay for the other half of the surgery. But if I do that, I then don't have money to pay rent as of January 1st. I'm just over this, Danielle. I need some fucking help from the universe on what to do. And I just need to sit in this and sit here and cry about it for a while. Because I am so fucking sick and tired of my parents. I am so fucking sick of the way that he treats me. I deserve so much better. Fuck him for throwing it in my face before even giving it to me. How much money they could be getting for their fucking car. Before even giving me the gift, he's already done it. Which shows me, right, what I would have to deal with if I accepted the car. So, I don't know, because most of me really wants to respond, right? But that's what they want you to do because they want to know that they got to you. Most of me wants to respond and be like, as I said, I do not accept your gift. Because you have already showed me by throwing it in my face how much money you could get for it before even giving it to me. So no, I do not accept it. I don't know if I'm rocking Lily or rocking myself. And trust me, I get it. He's a narcissistic fucking asshole because he wasn't shown empathy as a child. But I can't keep doing this to myself. I deserve so much better. And I do deserve an amazing Honda Pilot to fit my children in and be able to take on high clearance like trails that require high clearance access to get to the trailhead and to buckle my son in without it fucking hurting my hands right now because they hurt like a bitch, and without having to fiddle with getting it buckled in because it's a pain with the way that it's situated. And yeah, I could just take him out of the booster seat and get one of those things that brings the seatbelt down to him. I don't know if he'd be able to see. I mean, he's really tall. He'd probably still be able to see out the window, which I'm tempted to do at this point. And the universe is going to have to figure out another way to get it to me because this is not worth it for my sanity. Like, I know I've already said this, and yes, I'm repeating it. Literally, before even giving me the gift. After me setting the boundaries of, then you give this gift to me without throwing it in my face again. He has already thrown it back in my face before even giving me the gift. Already thrown it back in my face that they could be getting 30 some grand for their car. That's literally the way my dad sees it. If it weren't for you, we could be getting 30 some grand for our car, but because of you, we're not. Fuck you. Fuck you. I am worthy of so much better treatment. This is such fucking bullshit. Like, seriously, at this point, I don't even want to see them. I don't want them to be here for Christmas. I don't want to have to deal with this. This is not worth it for my mental health. I don't even need to respond. I already said what I said. I'm not accepting any gifts from you. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't. And I know I don't need to respond, and I don't need to figure it out right now. But I do need some clarity on, like, am I supposed to get all the tattoos removed? Or do I wait? And then I guess if I don't, see, that's the thing. Like, I do have the money now, but if I spend it, I am now in a position where I don't have money for rent. So do I just go ahead and spend it and trust that it will be there? Because the universe is going to show me that I'm fine and that I will always have money. And here's me living in fear, right? That I don't have the money. Because those liens are currently still in negotiation, even though the money is sitting there ready to be distributed for those two. So do I just spend it and get the tattoos removed? And trust that then I will have money for rent? And I hate being in this position. This is not what I want my life to be like. I do not want to have to sit here and live in fear of whether or not I'm going to have to pay rent. I am worth so much more. And that's the thing right now with the liens is it's not there because I could accept the 3,400, or I can continue to negotiate like I'm doing with Mike's help and prove that I am worthy of the, like, 8,700 or whatever it is. $5,000 more. Because I am. Because that was my hard-earned work that I put in. And I do have overhead, including keeping a roof over my children's head, and including doing things like taking myself and my kids to Sedona for my mental health. I really do give props to people that heal their fucking family issues, because this is whatever. I know this is what I'm manifesting, but it is hard work. And it is fucking emotional. And it is fucking, like, it would be so much easier to just sit there and no, it wouldn't, because I'd be miserable, right? I'm not meant to work for somebody else. I would literally be miserable. And again, no, because if they're taking my car, my dad's calling again. Do I answer it? Do I leave it? Do I just let it go? We'll leave it this time and then we'll see. I don't want to press decline because then it's going to know I decline it. Sorry. It's going to vibrate for a minute. Alright. Because technically, I could set up the sale for Titan now and have a buyer ready to go for the 27th or 28th and say I'll sell it for you for $3,000 cash. And here you go. Then I could have the $3,000 in cash on, and I don't even know how much I could get for it, right? Obviously, I'd have to figure that out, the $3,000 or $4,000 cash for it in hand on the 28th. And then I'd be fine to pay rent on time. I feel like the universe is showing me, like right now, in this moment. I feel like the universe is like, don't do it, don't take it, it's not worth it. You know he's gonna throw it in your face. Is it really worth it to you? Like, I feel like it's that same question that Donna posed back when I was pregnant with Lily. The same question that she posed for me with Tanner after I left him, thanks to your help and guidance. And then him sitting there and accusing me of fucking cheating on him, which we know I didn't, and I don't need to defend myself. Because you know I would tell you if I did. But he was already starting to get controlling with money. Using my money to buy us groceries and then asking for the $30 for pull-ups for my kids. No. That's not the way it works. You buy the pull-ups. End of story. You don't ask for that back. Not after you just use my money for our groceries. When Donna posed the question after the end of that phone call of him accusing me of cheating on him and basically saying it wasn't even his child and saying that he was demanding a paternity test to take responsibility for her. Fuck you, you don't fucking deserve her. And then her calling me back and basically asking the question, like, for financial assistance, is it even worth it? Nope, you're right, it's not. Thanks for showing me that. Thanks for pointing it out. Is the car even worth it at this point? Because he has literally already thrown it in my face before even giving me the gift. And now I know why I fucking hate gifts so much. How fucking shitty is that? To realize, right? And it's not. It's a good thing, right? Because now I understand why at 38 gifts mean jack shit nothing to me as far as the love language is concerned, because this is what gifts have looked like. the complete opposite of what a gift is meant to be. Before even giving it to me, he is already throwing it in my face, how much they could be getting for it. So you know what? You go get that for your car then, and you enjoy it, and you enjoy your new vehicle. Because this is not worth it for my mental health. I feel like the universe is testing me. Like, are you going to accept it? I really do feel like it is like another trial by fire. Like, are you going to accept this when you know what comes along with it? Just like with Tanner. Stop fucking testing me. This fucking sucks. I fucking hate this. They just give me unconditional love. Stop this fucking shit. I've gone back and forth so many times, and again, that's also not worth it for my mental health, right? Versus if I just say no and I don't accept the gift. Because he has literally already thrown it in my face, and then he tried to say that the money for the surgery would be gifted to me. You mean the money for my car? That's not a gift. It's not a gift. That's my money from my car. Fuck you. Seriously. It's fucking ridiculous. We can gift you the $2,800? No. And he kept saying that too about other things, like the cost for the title and the cost for the tags and stuff like that. That they would go ahead and cover that. No. You're using my car. It's the money from that's using it to cover that shit. End of story. Would you call us? I promise not to talk over you. Let's just listen to each other. Let's just... God, that's so Dave. Oh my God, they do this. Danielle, they do this. Every single time they do this. This is what narcissists do. They sit there and they threaten. Oh, and then when you're not responding like they want you to because you're not engaging, then they sit there and say, "Oh, I just want us to work it out." Those text messages that I read from Dave, literally the exact same shit. He sat there and bullied me and threatened me and was fucking rude as shit to me and said things like I almost demanded that you go to anger management, but I know that it's not successful unless you initiate it yourself, so I didn't. And he sat there and he fucking threatened me and talked down to me, text after text after text after text, and I did not respond until I got to the I just want us to work through this, and I just want us to be cordial with each other, and I just want us to... My dad's literally doing the exact same thing that he did. So, when you say jump, I do not need to say how high. I may sit here and not respond. And thank you for helping me stay on the phone so that I don't respond, right? Because I used to leave you videos just like this with all the Dave stuff. Because when you try to set boundaries with a narcissist, they get pissed because they realize you're growing. Oh no, that means that, oh, that's exactly what's happening, Danielle. My dad is realizing, just like with Dave, that I am growing. That little piece of the pie that he shoved me into as well, nope. I'm growing. And they can't allow that, right? They have to try to push back even more and get more and more controlling. That's fascinating. It really, really is. All of them have this exact same pattern. That when they realize that the control that they have over you is not working, And they want you to do what they say, and it makes them mad when you don't. So I am not responding. I am not responding tonight. As much of me wants to engage and respond and fire back. That's exactly what he wants, right? So he knows that he got me. He likes it when I get upset. He likes it when I get angry. He likes it when I start to raise my voice, because that's all he knows. And then he gets to use that supply to know that he got me. And I did start raising my voice on the phone, right? Because I raise my voice when I get interrupted. Because I try to make myself feel heard. Just like I did with Dave, right? Just like we talked about with Randy. This is a really long message. Just so you know, it's going to be a very long message because I need to stay on here to stay strong. So thank you. Even though you are not physically there, thank you, because I know you will be listening to this. And I am using this as my crutch to stay strong right now and to not engage and not respond. And I can feel the rash fucking like, it feels like a heat rash right now. It does. Like I can feel anger coming out of the rash. Like heat. Anger. But just like I used to do with Dave, I used to sit there and read the text messages to you. And then I would tell you how I wanted to respond, right? And all the things that I wanted to engage and say, and how pissed off I was at the way that he talked to me. And it helped me get it out so that I did not respond to him. Just like with Tanner's mom, Carlene? I think that was her name. She is good for me, bro. She really is. Like literally before her with Tanner. But yeah, when he went crying to mommy and said that, oh, woe is me, she won't let me be a part of my child's life. Really? That's the story he's telling you? Really? Because in therapy, he said that it's not his child and that I cheated on him and he was going to demand a paternity test to take responsibility. So no. Nice try. Oh, well, I'm not even going to ask about what happened between you and Tanner, but I just want to know why you won't let him be a part of his child's life. Oh, because when you couldn't get me to engage, you went running home to mommy, figuring that she could get me to engage. No. And I did just recently read those messages, right? Between me and Dave. And this me was actually insanely proud of that me for not engaging in the narcissistic fire. Even though I could feel myself get triggered. And I could sit there and I could remember what it felt like in those moments. How angry I got and how I would come on here and just yell to you because I was angry. So was I allowing him to get to me? Yes. But at least I wasn't physically letting him know it. Was I putting the energy out into the universe? Yes. But you know what? I'm getting there, and I was so proud of myself for not responding. And I remember that naturopath who seemed to think that I wasn't healing correctly when she asked me what my feelings were towards Dave. And she showed me this list of emotions, and I was like, I don't know. Like, whatever, just want the best for him. Like, okay. She was like, oh, what? But which one of these do you feel towards him? And it was like anger, rage, blah, 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 blah. I was like, no, I don't. And she's like, oh, but you should. Like, when my ex and we broke up, we had, like, I would scream at him on the phone for blah, blah, blah. And I remember telling my therapist that and being like, but why? Why would you do that? Why is it even worth that? Like, why is that? Like, how exhausting is that? Same thing. Same thing now with my dad. Maybe that's all the stuff that I saw is just cutting off the narcissistic bullshit. Maybe that's all the Instagram requests that I got. Like, oh, by the way, you are going to be tested by another narcissist. This time it's your dad. Ready for your trial by fire with your dad? Here you go. So where am I at currently? It's so funny. He wants me to engage so bad. Would you call us? I promise not to talk over you. Let's just listen to each other. I'm just going to act like I'm such a good person. I promise not to talk. Let's just listen to each other. No. You've already shown me you're going to talk over me. And no, I don't accept the fucking vehicle because you've already shown me before you give it to me that you're going to throw it in my face. You just threw it in my face before you even gave me the car. Well, we could be getting, okay, then you go get your 30 grand. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to me and my mental health. And if I'm supposed to get these tattoos removed, then Lord, show me the way. That's where I'm at. Stay strong. Don't respond. You know that's what they want you to do. You know that they, meaning the narcissist, want you to engage. Because then he is won by getting you to re-engage. So hold strong. Do not engage, just like you didn't engage with Dave. Maybe that's the thing, that this is even more of a test, because at least with Dave it was in text messages, right? So I could just sit there and ignore it. This was like on the phone. So I am very proud of myself for hanging up, because it was turning into a fight, and that's not, again, what this is about. So nope. Do I want all the answers right now in this moment? Yes, I do. I do. But I do feel like all those signs that I was getting however long ago about Titan were saying, all right, time to be authentic. You got this, girl. Your trial by fire with Titan is gonna help you continue to learn and grow. So currently at not engaging, not responding means probably going to get some shit sleep now, which I was actually looking forward to getting a good night's sleep. So am I pissed about that one? Yeah, because now my mind is racing. And back to the needing to just not accept the pilot, because it is not worth it. Because he has already disrespected my boundary about not throwing it in my face by throwing it in my face before even giving me the gift, showing his true colors. Because narcissists cannot respect boundaries and cannot respect what you want, right? They have to do the opposite. Not worth it for my mental health. Still need some guidance, like I said, about what to do about the surgery, the $2,800. If I should just do it and trust that the money will be there by the 1st for rent. Or if I just hold on the second half of the surgery until 6 months to a year to have the money for rent. I really don't know. I really need some guidance there. I'm gonna have to go try to watch a movie or something to take my mind off of this. But I can do this. I can stay strong just like I did 3 years ago with all those threatening texts from Dave, and just like I did earlier this year with Tanner. I can do this. I can stay strong. Knock on wood, this is the last narcissist that I need to fucking got out of my life. I say that because I don't know. So things with Jeannie. Thank you. And thank you for never being upset about me. Like, sometimes I do feel bad about how long of messages I leave you. Sometimes I feel bad because I repeat myself. I know it doesn't bother you. I know it doesn't bother you in the slightest. So thank you. It's just me still needing to get over that, right? Because I feel guilty for taking up your time, right? That's ingrained in me from my parents, that I feel bad for taking up your time, repeating myself, and sometimes just sitting here in silence. But it's not that way, right? We look forward to each other's messages. And I know you love to do this for me. So thank you. Like, seriously, thank you. I am so grateful for you. And I know that's just something I still need to work on. And thank you for telling me that you're excited, like, to get my messages and stuff like that. Those words of affirmation, I do appreciate those. Thank you. Call from mom today, 8:56 p.m. It's a reminder. Would you call us? I promise not to talk over you. Let's just listen to each other. Do you like it when I use my different voices? I do that with my therapist too. And I say stuff and she's like, is that your dad's voice? And I was like, oh, yeah. Because I'll be like, well, like, what did I just say? Well, we could have made 30 some grand from our car. I don't know how I said it to you, but I do. I have different voices for my dad. Like, imitating him. Because I did it once and I was saying something. My therapist was like, is that your dad talking? And I was like, yeah. That's me imitating my dad, yeah. And there's me imitating what they do and what they say with that text. Now I'm going to act like I'm the peacemaker. And I just want us to be okay with each other because you are not responding and engaging to my threats. So now I'm going to act like I'm the peacemaker in order to try to get you to engage. God, they're manipulation tactics, I swear. And it's just crazy that they're the same, right? Which makes sense that they would be. Because, of course, I would go for men that are like my dad because of all my major daddy issues that I hadn't worked through. So things that Jeannie does, like, example, in the car on the ride to Sedona, I stopped and I went through the Starbucks drive-thru, and like whenever I went out to eat or Starbucks or whatever, like I always asked her what she wanted and got her that. And so I always get a coffee and a water. I do love Starbucks water. I don't know why. I think it tastes really good. So we get the drink carrier. So there's 4 drinks because there was the hot chocolate kids temperature for Callie. Hobbs didn't want anything. He got a cake pop. And so the drink carrier had Callie's hot chocolate, Jeannie's drink, my water, my coffee, my water. So there's 2 cup holders between me and Jeannie. So she like puts my water and my coffee in the 2 cup holders and then hold on to her own coffee, right? That is a considerate thing to do, to make sure that I have access to my drinks and she holds on to hers separately. That's the kind of stuff that is considerate, right? So she does have empathy. She is considerate of others, right? It's just still a lot of the limiting beliefs, the like living in fear, a lot of the stuff that I know I'm still working on, but a lot of the stuff that I've also worked through, like she still has, and just her energy just does not, it does not align with me. She's way too high energy. I'm not. I'm so chill. I've always been chill and laid back. Even when I was with Dave, my friend Jenny Hahn, the other physical therapist, used to tell me like how chill and laid back I am, and that's why my kids are so chill, because I'm so chill. And not people who aren't chill, who are very anxious, then their kids are very high strung, right? So she gave me that compliment back with Callie, and it's true. And I know I'll get it. And then I'll be like, God, Danielle, remember when I used to say blah, blah, blah. Well, now I have this amazing nanny, and holy shit, it's everything I ever asked for. Or maybe it's 2 separate people. Maybe one's a nanny and one's a housekeeper, right? Maybe I just maybe I just have a housekeeper that comes in once a week, and I don't know. Jeannie comes in like every day. Maybe I just have a housekeeper that lives here and keeps my house. And they can live in Lily's room. And that's what they do, as basically like room for rent, right? They clean up. Would that be like me having like a stay-at-home mom? No, because I mean they would just be like a housekeeper. They would just, what is that, a maid, a servant? What do you call somebody who lives with you like all the time? And then in exchange for their rent, they would do the dishes, do the laundry, clean up after my kids. Thinking about all this, like clean the house, cook. I could do that too. They could cook. They can go do the grocery shopping, go get the groceries and cook. And they could do that in exchange for living here. That'd be pretty cool. And then maybe I have a separate nanny, one that's just for the kids and me. Like, I don't know. I'm manifesting this. I'm thinking about it, right? And I know I'll have it, but I have to at least start thinking about what I want and putting it out there in order to get what I want. Maybe it's not just one person, right? Maybe that's too much of a job for one person. So maybe I employ like a housekeeper who lives here for rent, and then somebody who helps nanny, who helps with the kids, who maybe the housekeeper then is also like my assistant, who like kind of like what Jeannie does, and wrapping gifts, helping me with that, or watching Lily so I can wrap gifts, and making my tea for me because I can't go make tea right now because I'm holding a baby, or filling up my water, or because Jeannie will do that stuff too. She'll fill up my water and put it in a packet. She always asks me every time though. It's like, just go do it. You know I want it done. But it is nice because she will do it. She will ask, like, do you want me to fill up your water? Like, do you want 1 or 2 packets? Like, pretty much I have like this big ginormous like 50 whatever fluid ounces water bottle. It's sitting over there. And I put 2 of the Element packets in it. Those like electrolyte hydration packets, and I like it because they're really salty. They're good. The liquid IV ones are too sweet. I don't like them. They're too sweet and sugary. I like these ones. They're nice and salty. I'm more like Hobbs. I like the salty. Sometimes I like sweet, but I also like the salty. He will literally just like grab the salt shaker at the table and just pour it in his mouth. Like just shake it into his mouth. Kid knows what he needs. And that's the thing. I don't get mad at him. I don't tell him not to do it. I'm like, if he needs salt, fucking eat salt. Go for it, kid. Like, you know what you need. It's great. It's cute. I'm sure so many parents would get so mad at that. Like, ew, don't do that. Ew, you can't do that. Ugh, gross. Like, smack it out of their hand. Let them eat salt. Let them eat sugar. Sometimes they just eat sugar packets. That's fine by me. I don't care. Whatever. Have fun. But I know this is another test. I know this is another trial by fire. And I think it was like, what do we got to do? What do we got to do to push you? Like, what do we got to do to test you? This is another narcissist. You know, if you accept this, your dad is going to hold it over your head the rest of your life, because narcissists won't do what you say. They won't do what you ask for. They will do the opposite, because they do not respect you and what you want and your boundaries. And I feel like it's exactly what the universe is showing me, is like, if you accept the car, oh, hold on. He's responding again, right? Because it's what narcissists do. Your mom and I would like to buy your car for $2,800. If you agree, we would like to move forward using our purchase on the 27th to complete the transactions at Arrowhead Honda. Hold on. Would you call us? I promise not to talk over you. Let's just listen to each other. Oh, now I'm going to play the peacemaker role. Sorry. It's just funny because it's what they do. Oh, I just want us to get along after I just threatened you. Your mom and I would like to buy your car for $2,800. If you agree, we would like to move forward using our purchase on the 27th to complete the transactions at Arrowhead Honda. But again, I'm not going to respond because I know that's what they want. They want to know that I'm just sitting here reading it, waiting to respond, and I'm not going to. Because I'm also going to take the night to think about it. Because right now, what I feel like is the universe is really fucking testing me. Like, we know you want this. We know you really, really, really want this. You can have it, but with the price of accepting it from a narcissist who is going to hold it over your head. They're going to control you, just like with Tanner, right? If you accept the financial assistance from him, he is going to use it to control you. Is it really worth it to you? As Donna said, asked me. And I luckily said, nope, you're right, it's not. And I cut him off. And then I had to deal with some onslaughts of him trying to reach out and get to me via Donna, via Wendy, via Espy, via... who else did he try to get to me through? And then just going through my friends list on Facebook and like adding random people that he doesn't even know to try to get to me. Like, really? And somebody said, yeah, that's why some people probably have their friends list private on Facebook. I was like, yeah, I can see that now. But again, I feel like this is a huge test from the universe to be like, your dad has already shown you he does not respect you. He does not respect your boundaries. Is it really worth it for you to have this car? Is it? Is it really worth it? And just like I came to the conclusion with Tanner, it's not worth it. The control, the manipulation, the me having to hear about it. Because I know he's going to. Because they literally cannot respect boundaries. They cannot. And they literally have to do the opposite. Because they can't respect boundaries and they can't give you what you want because they're not capable of that, because then there's nothing in it for them. And the best part is me not accepting their Honda Pilot is literally going to make my dad look like the biggest asshole in the entire world if they move forward with purchasing their new vehicle. Because they told me they don't have the money to help me with my surgery because their money is being tied up elsewhere in a new purchase of a car for me. No, it's not. It's being tied up in a new purchase for a vehicle for yourself because you said you don't have the money to help me with a surgery. But yet somehow you have the money to go and purchase yourself a brand new vehicle. Not even just purchase me a new used vehicle for 20 some grand, but purchase yourself a new vehicle for 40 some grand. Because my dad's claiming they can use the 2018 trade-in. He's calling again. Oh man, Danielle, this is good. This is narcissistic. Like, he's calling again. Sorry, it's gonna vibrate. Because I'm not answering it, and I'm not gonna decline it because if I decline it, he knows I'm here. This is great. Because he wants me to engage, right? Because he wants me to be his supply. So time for me to show the universe I am done. I am done being a narcissist supply. I am done. And by accepting the vehicle, it would be accepting being his supply. Because he would hold it over my head. So as I was saying, they don't have the money to help me with my surgery, which he didn't even know how much it cost. Because their money was tied up in getting me a new car. Oh, and that made me cry initially, right? Because I was like, oh, they're doing something nice for me. Oh, wait, no, they're not. My dad's doing something nice for himself. You don't have the, whatever he didn't even know. $6,000 it's just under, it's like, I don't know, 5,800, I think. Oh, look, he's calling again. Stop. It's 9/11. The universe is like, yes, girl, hold strong. You can do this. Yes, you can do this. Thank you. It was 9/11. If he calls again, I'll stop the video and then restart it just so you don't have to sit there and listen to the vibration. I don't know if that bothers you or not. Maybe you enjoy. I think you can still hear me even when my phone's vibrating. I don't think it cuts off my sound, right? Because I could still hear you even when your directions and stuff are on in your car. So I'm pretty sure you can still hear me through the vibration. In a Zoom call, it pauses the Zoom call when a regular call comes in, but I don't think it does that with Marco Polo. But if I get a call when I'm on a session with my therapist, I put it on Do Not Disturb, but I usually remember to put it on Do Not Disturb. But if a call goes through while, actually rings while I'm on he left a voicemail that time. If the call goes through when I'm on the Zoom call, my therapist will make the signal she can't hear me because it cuts off my sound while the call is coming in. But if I stop the call, then she can hear me. He's calling me again, Daniel. He just called me again and left a voicemail, and now he's calling me again. It's what they do because the narcissist wants you to engage so bad. He's going to be pissed when I don't engage. Do I feel a little bad because he's probably going to take this out on my mom? Yes. Is it worth it for me? No. Do I want him to take it out on my mom? No. Do I know that he's going to? Yes. But again, it's her choice to stay with him and to take it. It is. So I need to not feel bad. I do, but I need to not. Because I can tell he's getting enraged that I'm not engaging. This is a really long message. Thank you, though. Thank you, because you were helping me stay strong. Even though you're not here, you're helping me. Because if I did not have this, I'm sure I would have engaged by now. Which is exactly what he wants, right? He wants to continue to use me as a supply. And control me. Under the guise of getting me a gift. Do I think my mom actually wants me to have their vehicle for the safety of my children and me? Yes, I do. I do. I really, truly think that my mom wants me to truly have the car. My dad does not. My dad just saw it as an opportunity to buy themselves. He left another voicemail. Should I listen to them and tell you what they say? Just to continue to get a good... Is that like a... Oh, sorry. ADD moment on my phone. I'll stop this and listen to them so I can tell you what they say, just so we can laugh at this together. Thank you for helping me get through the triggered. And you gotta admit, it's pretty great that yes, I did get triggered. Yes, I did cry, because it's what they do. Because they know how to get you going and they know how to affect you. But now I'm laughing. That's pretty good, right? I never got to that with Dave. I didn't get to the laughing phase. I might have at some point been like, well, he's doing it again, Danielle. But now, like, that my dad just keeps at it, just like Dave used to do, now it's funny. Thank you for helping me get to the funny part. Because they get so enraged when you don't engage. That's my new phrase. Narcissists get enraged when you don't engage. Maybe I should end up uploading this video. Maybe that's my new catchphrase with helping people heal from narcissistic. Because I know I am now. I didn't know that was going to be part of my job. But it is. Because I am healing from it. I am going to get the opportunity to help other people leave narcissistic abuse. Like with my client, Matt, and Carissa. And hopefully my other client, Jen, she hasn't gotten there yet with the narcissist. But I talked to my therapist. And I said, should I say something? Because this person that she's doing business with, that she thinks really wants to pay her back. And it's basically, she gave him money for some sort of a real estate venture. I don't even really understand it. Basically, as an angel investor, is what she said. But when the housing market, something happened with it back in May, and then he moved in with his parents, but I know he really wants to pay me back, and he's going to pay me back. No, he's not. He's basically telling you he's not making any money whatsoever. There's no money to pay you back if he can't even afford a place to live. He's not going to give you money back when he doesn't even have money to, afford a place for him to live. Sorry, girl, you should just accept you're not getting your money back at this point and let it go. Anyway, she hasn't worked at all on this narcissistic abuse. And that is seriously such a good little catchphrase. Narcissists get enraged when you don't engage. I've never made a little, what do they do? Those little videos on Instagram, when people do they sit there and they say something and they point. I can't do it. So like it'll have like the words above the person, and they'll be like, you know, as it like spells out the words. So it would say, narcissists get enraged. And then below, when you don't engage. I'm totally going to make that as a video. I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. Again, because I'm smart. I've never done one of those videos. Like, I've seen your videos lately, though, on Instagram, and those are totes adorbs, where you do the zooming in, and then it's like, poof, and it zooms out to your creation. Those are super cute that you started doing that, by the way. It's like trending. Well, I can be trending with that. And that's the thing, is I need to fully heal from this so that I can help others heal too. Because my dad wants me to engage so bad right now. And he is so mad. He's so mad that I'm not answering and that I'm not engaging. I already told them I'm not accepting any gifts from them. I already spoke my piece. I don't even need to respond at this point. And the universe can show me what to do for the tattoo. It can tell me the answer. Maybe Mike will just like give me a Christmas bonus of $3,000 tomorrow. Maybe he'll be like, you know, instead of charging me $360, make it $3,600 today. You have helped me out so much, keeping my body going. I just want to do this for you. Merry Christmas. And then there you go. Then I'll have the money. If it's meant to happen, the universe will make sure I have the money. So, that's where I'm at. Again, then I need to not accept the car, because this is my trial by fire. Just like any financial assistance from Tanner was my trial by fire, because that would have been allowing a narcissist to control me. And if I accept this gift from Dad, it is accepting the fact that the narcissist will hold it over my head until he dies, because it's what he will do. And he's already showing me by doing it before giving me the gift. And I needed to see that, right? He might have apologized, but the only reason why he apologized is when he realized that his getting the brand new car was being threatened, because he now has decided that he wants the brand new car. I think it's funny when my mom says that money's tight, because now I understand why I had issues like that with Dave, because they sit there and they spend all your money and make it seem like you don't have any money, when they're sitting there spending it on things like a $40,000 new car and new LED lights that work without a light bulb, which I still don't understand, by the way, and a new TV. Oh, but money's tight? Okay. Because he's making it in order to make you live in fear. So, Dad, enjoy your new car. And you're going to look like a major asshole if you get it for yourself now. He is going to look like a major asshole if he buys himself a new car. Because they don't need one. The only reason why they were going to get a new car is to give me their car. And if they're not giving me their car because I'm not accepting it, then he would look like a major asshole following through with buying himself a new car. God, it's so good to have the upper hand, Danielle. It really is. I hope you enjoy my telenovela of my life. Because this is like basically watching a telenovela. I'm going to listen to those 2 voicemails just to tell you what they say. How fun is that? Still, those last text messages were great. Your mom and I would like to buy your car for... It's so funny the way that you can get them to say what you want them to. Your mom and I would like to buy your car for $2,800. If you agree, we would like to move forward using our purchase on the 27th to complete the transactions at Arrowhead Honda. I don't agree. Okay, I'm gonna listen to him and tell you what they say. This is probably like an hour. All right. Are you ready for how good these are? First one. I typed out the entire message. Yes, I did. Yes, I had to re-listen to it numerous times to do so. And yes, it was worth it. Jennifer, we're waiting to hear back from you. We have to know if we've got a deal so we can move forward with the purchases on the 27th. Threatening, right? Putting pressure on me to try to make me respond. If not, I don't know what we're gonna do. That's not my problem. That's not my fucking problem. If we can get out of signing any paperwork, we might have to go that route. You might need to hold on to your car. We'll hold on to our Honda. That's what your mom told me we should have done in the beginning. Ready for the best part? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Because this is what narcissists do. But so much for trying to do something wonderful for our daughter and our grandkids. He really thinks he's trying to do something wonderful for me? No. He's trying to do something wonderful for himself and get himself a new car. So go do it. He's seriously gonna look like the biggest asshole in the world if he goes and buys himself a new car right now. It's pretty great. I really do have the upper hand right now. Because he is going to look like the biggest. God, I hope he told people. I hope he already told people that he's buying me a new car. Not that it matters, because they won't see that he didn't buy me a new car, but he's gonna look like the biggest asshole in the world if he follows through with buying himself a new car right now. Because I'm not taking it. Because that's literally what he said. But so much for trying to do something wonderful for our daughter and our grandkids. So much. I'm trying to be so kind and you won't let me. I'm trying to be so kind. Oh, and what? I'm setting boundaries? Oh, and you don't know what to do with yourself, do you? And here's the second one. Jennifer, it's your dad. You remember he would always do that on voicemails and stuff like that. Jennifer, it's your dad. Really? Because I had no clue. Because I don't know your voice by now. It's on me as well, not just your mom. Like, what? None of this is on my mom. This is all you, Dad. We discussed whether or not we should move forward at this time or wait until your car was on its last leg to try to help you acquire another vehicle, and we could cover it for you. That's not a problem. I guess maybe that's the way we should have gone. We kind of agreed to, then I said, so he's making it seem like this was his idea. Then I said, let's be proactive and move forward. Well, if you agree to sell us your car for $2,800, we can still move forward, complete this transaction on the 27th, and you'll have a much nicer vehicle, and we'll have a new vehicle as well. Bye. I'll have a nicer vehicle, but one that has conditions on it for the rest of your life, as you have proven to me that you will throw it in my face the rest of your life. Because you already have. And then, after calling me multiple times and leaving me multiple voicemails, then he said, we need with you at 9:32. That's what the text says. We need with you. We need with you. What does that mean? That's not even... We need with you? We need to speak with you? That's how flustered he is right now that he can't even get out a full sentence. And do I feel bad because he's probably yelling at my mom? I'm sure he's screaming at her. I'm sure he's yelling and saying, "Oh, we're trying to do this nice thing for her and she won't, and she and she and she and she, and it's all my fault, right?" Mm-hmm. But it's my mom's choice to stay with him. I'm done walking on eggshells. I'm done. If my mom continues to stay with him and just like try to walk on eggshells to try to keep him from getting upset, that's on her. Right? Like, I can't continue to walk on eggshells in order to try not to have him be abusive towards her. She can leave him if she wants. That's me trying to excuse my guilt right now for me speaking my truth, because I know he's yelling at her. And I don't know if he's doing more, right? He's been physically abusive in the past. He very well might be being physically abusive right now, and I don't know that. But that's not on me, and I need to not feel guilty for that anymore, because it is on her to stay with him. I am not responsible for his behavior. I do not need to try to make my dad happy so that he doesn't abuse my mom. Yeah, part of me wants to cry about that one right now too, but again, that's because I feel very, very deeply, and I'm trying to make myself feel better, because it is not my fault that my dad acts this way. It is not on me. That whole shit, that last, God, I'm sorry, that one text was so great. That one voicemail was so great. We need to know if we can move forward. You need to respond right now, because we need to know at 9 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock at night, if we can move forward with this. Don't engage. God, and it's so, when they get you, oh God, it's so easy to just respond, right? Thank God for this here, so that I'm not engaging and not responding. Seriously. This is like a 2-hour ordeal now, so thank you. I don't know. I think it started at 8:29, like an hour and a half ordeal at least by now. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Times like this, I am so grateful for Marco Polo. I really am. Even though it's stupid sometimes, I'm grateful for it. Like, not being able to have like a list of reactions to go back and listen to. It saying that you already watched a video when you haven't. I love that narcissistic jab there at the end, trying to make me feel guilty. But so much for trying to do something wonderful for our daughter and our grandchildren. Yep, so much for it. This is what you get when you try to be nice. You get a daughter who sets boundaries with you and makes you realize that no, that is not your car. That is my car, and I get to decide what to do with the money. And no, I do not accept your gift so that you can hold it over my head for the rest of your life. I do not. It sucks, right? Because most of me right now is like hurting, because it's like I have this new card dangled in front of me, and it's like, God, yes, I want it. Yes, I do. Yes, I want the car. But do you really want it with these conditions? No. You are correct. No, I do not. But it just shows me just how bad my heart wants the car. Why is that weird? When I close my eyes, it looks like there's somebody holding an axe. That was weird. Anyways, sorry. It was like a hand holding the handle of an axe. My dad's calling again. It is 9:48 and my dad is calling again because he thinks I'm going to answer. Oh, he is pissed. Oh, that narcissist is enraged because I am not engaging. Because I told him I'm not answering. He wants to prove that he can disrespect my boundary and that I will let him. So yes, as difficult as it is right now. Oh, maybe it was like a symbolical of like cut ties, like an energetic severing of the cords between me and my parents. Because it was weird. I closed my eyes and I literally saw, I think that's my like intuition talking to me. I closed my eyes and I saw, like, you know when you close your eyes and you can sometimes see like a shadow of something, like you know those weird floaty things that you get in your eyes, and how you can like see those like floaty like blotches when you close your eyes? Does that make sense? You know, when you close and you can see, and they say it's like the you left another voicemail. What do we think this one says? I'll listen to it in a second. When you close your eyes and you can see like the little floaty things, and they say it's like something, what do they say? It's like tissue from when you were in utero or something like that, like the floaties in your eyes. Anyways, I closed my eyes and I could see a hand holding the handle. I can't see it anymore, but it was a hand holding the handle of an axe, like a short axe, not like a big tall one for chopping wood, like a small axe. And I think it was literally like, yes, cut ties, sever those ties, sever it, and trust that you will get your car, trust that it is coming to you, and it is going to come in the most magical way. I am healthy. I am well. I feel like I'm getting a cold, and I don't want one. That's funny. Sorry. It's mostly because I don't want to admit. Like on my birthday when I woke up to go to Vegas, and I was like, nope, I'm healthy, I am well, I feel great. Because narcissists, I'm allergic to them, right? Like Jason, I woke up and I felt like I had a cold. Same thing. I feel like I have a cold because of what I'm dealing with right now with my dad. So I saw an Instagram post that said that I need to just get used to waiting a little bit longer for what I desire. I think that's what it's telling me. You will have your car, girl. It's coming. And it's going to come in the most magical of way. Maybe he'll just give me a car for Christmas. He gave me a bike once for Christmas. Maybe Mike Trust will just give me a new car for Christmas. It wasn't a Christmas gift. It was literally, this is how selfless Mike is. I wanted to buy Dave a bike for his birthday. And Mike says, you have to buy it from this place. You have to buy this type of bike. It has to be from this place. Here. What color do you want? I will order it for you. I did say forest green. It ended up being black. Whatever. I don't care. That's fine. He shows up with his white pickup truck. And white trucks used to get Snickers going. He used to always bark at big white trucks. Poor dog had some trauma with big white trucks. Maybe the guy that owned him drove a big white truck. The guy that had him as a pup that did not treat him well. Mike shows up one day and has somebody from the clinic helping him to pull a baby blue, like a, it's kind of teal / blue, Electra bike, beach, like a cruiser, from the bed of his truck. And I was like, well, that's weird. That's not the color I asked him for. Like, that's what's going on in my head, is like, that's totally not the color I asked him for. Oh no, he brought it in. It was for me. He gave me a bike just so I could have one too. He just gave it to me. I didn't ask for it. He just gave it to me. Just to be nice. He just said, here you go. No, that one's not Dave's. In case you're wondering why the color is different, that one's not Dave's, that one's for you, so that you can have one to ride too. Oh, come on, how sweet is that? And then, when Dave's bike came in, he refused to let me pay him for it. Straight up refused to let me pay him for it. Maybe that's where my new car is going to come from. I don't know. Maybe Mike's just going to be like, here you go. I want you to have this for you and your kids. Because he really is selfless. He does stuff just to be kind. Does he still live in fear of things like COVID? Yes. But he is a kind man. Like helping me with all these negotiations just because he's kind. It's nice. And it's nice that he still comes to me. And that I get to help him. And he tells me every session how good I am and how talented I am. I need more people like that in my life, and not this narcissistic bullshit. All right, I'm gonna listen to this last one. Seriously, thank you. Thank you for being here and helping me stay strong through this. It really is like a TV show. All right, ready for it? Now I'm just exhausted. That's what they do, right? They exhaust you. Narcissists just exhaust you. Hey, Jennifer, your mom and I were talking. It's my fault. I did not let you finish getting your statement out. That's correct. We don't know exactly where you were heading, what you wanted to say. If you call back, I won't say a word. You can get your statement out so we fully understand what your concerns are. Give us a call back, please. Thank you. Bye. So, as I'm listening to that message and trying to write it out, he calls back again, right? So I had to wait until it finishes so I could go back to transcribing. So this was the next one. Oh, it's great. By the way, do you notice how he goes back to calling me Jennifer when I've asked to be called Jenny? And he was respecting that for a while and calling me Jenny, right? But notice how every single one of these messages he is calling me Jennifer. Yep, I notice. Exactly. Not respecting. Jennifer, I'll give it one last try. This is great, by the way, because he says I'll give it one last try, and then that's gonna be it for tonight. He called me while I was doing this, while I was typing it up. So this is not his one last try, because he calls me again, and they left another voicemail that I haven't listened to yet. This deal that we're trying to work. The dealership offered $2,200 towards your car. Okay, keep in mind, my dad told me before that they offered $2,000 for my car. So my dad lied. And he undercut how much they actually offered, right? So now he's saying that they offered $2,200. Funny, right? Yeah. He told me before they offered $2,000 for the trade-in, not $2,200. The dealership offered $2,200 towards your car. We know if you sell it outright, you can get more money. We are upping it to $2,800 by offering you $2,800 for that, for your car. He said that. He said, by offering you $2,800 for that, for your car, the deal can move forward with the signed paperwork. It should also be the amount, if I remember correctly, you need to complete the tattoo removal. So it's a win-win. You get more money than the dealer will give you, 22 versus 28, $6,000 more than the dealership will give you on a trade-in. And I hear him pause because I'm sure my mom corrected him. Because he's not present, right? And what he's saying, he is totally reacting right now. So I hear him pause. I'm guessing my mom corrected him. $600 more. $600 more than the dealership will give you for a trade-in. Then the deal can move forward. Ready for the threat? Ready? This is the threat. Without that signed deal, this whole deal could come unraveled. I hate to say it. We're really trying to work with you. You have to let us know. You have to get back with us. Oh, do I? Oh, do I? No, I don't think I do. We want to buy your vehicle for $2,800. Dealer's only offering $2,200 trade-in. Give us a call. Let you know what your thoughts are. Yeah, he didn't say let us know what your thoughts are. He said, let you know what your thoughts are. We're trying to make this whole thing work so it's a win-win for everybody. Bye. Oh no, Dad. You're trying to make this work so it's a win-win for you. So you get a new car and you get to hold this over my head that you gave me your car for the rest of your life. No, thank you. Last one. I really need to go to bed. It's now 2 hours later. I have been dealing with this for 2 hours. That's right. At some point, I will learn just not to engage at all. And I will have cut out every narcissistic tie in my life. And I will no longer have to deal with this. Maybe that was the 22. I don't know. Anyways, I do know that the universe is telling me that I'm being tested with the narcissist right now. I'm understanding that now, that all those narcissists, so the people that are requesting me on Instagram lately, and I mean, it's been an onslaught of requests. There's a bunch of them that are like those intuitives trying to get you to do a reading, soliciting you for a reading, a bunch of those. And then a bunch of them that you can just tell are not real people, or they're very narcissist, right? Like they're just like creepsters. Like they'll have one picture up, or they'll I don't know. I can share some of them, but I'm sure I don't know. Maybe you know the people I'm talking about, because my profile is private. I changed it to private after Tanner. He doesn't need to see what we're up to. If I change it again in the future, I will. I think he would. They're unblocked everybody anyways. And yes, I can block him, but then he could create another profile and follow me without me giving permission. He could just go on there and like look at my profile, right? So I do currently have him blocked. I do currently have my profile set to private because of that. If I change my mind in the future, I will. But I've had so many of those, like I don't know. I'm just going to say, I think it's a narcissist. And I think the universe is trying to tell me that I am being tested. My trial by fire currently is with the narcissist. Just like it was last year. Just like it was 3 years ago with Dave. Just like it was last year with Tanner. The universe is testing me with another narcissist. It is testing me to see if I am going to fall back into my old patterns and allow narcissists to control me, or... And it just gave me the answer via vision, right? I closed my eyes and I saw the hand holding the axe. Cut the ties, girl. Cut the ties. Sever the cords. Sever the narcissistic cords. It is telling me what to do. So thank you. I will continue to do that. I will continue to remain strong. I will not move forward with this deal. Way to try to threaten me. Way to try to make it seem like it's a win-win for everybody. No, because then you're going to hold it over my head the rest of your life, and it's not worth it. And the universe had to continue to push me in a way until I said no. And I cut the ties, because if I accept the vehicle, it is accepting continued ties with the narcissist. And it's not worth it for me. It's not. I don't accept any more ties with a narcissist. I cut all ties with narcissists. End of story. All right, last voicemail. I'm exhausted. I need to go to bed. Yes, I know I'm continuing to engage, but yes, it will bother me if I don't know what the last one says. And it's just funny because he's not holding true, right? Because the last one says, this is going to be the last time tonight. And then he calls me during it and leaves another voicemail during it. When you don't engage, narcissists get enraged. Jesus, I'm tired. This one took me like 15 minutes to type up. I'm ready for the longest one yet. I don't have like a thing that translates my voicemails into text. Like I know some apps do that, but anyways, longest one yet. Wait till you hear this. Now I'm just exhausted, and just the mind fuck is, this is so good. Like, it's just, the narcissistic bullshit is so good. Like, wait till you hear all this threatening. Again, Jennifer, huge long pause. We're really trying to make this work. I don't know what more you want. The dealership is offering 22 trade-in. We're offering an extra 6, 28. This car is part of the equation. If you do not allow us to buy your car $600 over what the dealership is offering, the signed contract is going to come apart. Okay, and if it comes apart, I'll be talking to the what did he say? I'll be talking to the front end manager at Arrowhead. I'll explain to him that you do not want to give up your car. You have an attachment to your car, or you have other plans for your car, and this deal is just going to come apart. Making me live in fear? Okay, then the deal comes apart, and we'll be keeping our car. You can keep your car, and when it breaks down or you need a new car, a newer car, we will do whatever we can financially to help you get into something a little bit newer than what you're currently driving. But there's nothing more we can do than that. So now we're going to renege, and I'm sure that's a racist statement, whatever. Now we're going to renege on us buying you a new car. We're going to completely renege because you're not doing what we want you to do. We're just going to take it all away, and we're no longer going to buy you a new car. But there's nothing more we can do than that. I hope you're listening to this. We're going to be going to bed shortly, and tomorrow, if we don't hear from you, we're probably going to reach out to the front end manager to see if we break contract because we don't have your car. So it's my fault you're breaking contract. Okay. Way to put it on me. Ready for this part? This just gets great. Now there's more threatening. If we break contract because we don't have your car, what's going to happen? If we have to give up a fee, a $500 or $1,000, I guess we'll just be stuck with $500 or $1,000. Or maybe they'll let us off the hook. You're threatening me that you have to pay a fee. You're basically just making this up. But your car is part of the equation. We're trying to make it a win-win for everybody. But you won't help us with that. But if you, oh no, he said, but you won't help us with that, then I guess you keep your car, we'll keep our car, then the deal falls apart. And when you do need a new car, we'll help you financially get into something better. Bye. Weren't they supposed to just be buying me a new car? Because they wanted me to have a new car? Because they cared about me, because they cared about me and our grandkids, and they wanted me to have a new car. That's obviously not the case, because if you want me to have a new car, then just buy me a new car. Just do it. Just buy me a new car. Oh wait, that's not the case, Dad. You wanted to buy yourself a new car, so you figured you would use this. Maybe my mom did mention that Titan's getting old and I could use a new car. And my dad saw it as a perfect opportunity to buy himself a new car. And because it's not working out that way, narcissistic rage. And it all becomes my fault. Because they're just trying to do something wonderful for their daughter and their grandchildren. They're just trying to do something wonderful and I won't let them. And I'm ruining it because I won't give them my car. I'm sure you see so much more wrong with this that I can't even see since I'm in it. I'm sure there's even more, so feel free to point it out. But all this threatening, and then threatening that the deal's gonna fall apart and that they might have to pay a fee. And that's not on me. You guys decided to go sign this contract without asking if you could use my car. That's, again, not my fucking problem. That you signed a contract before you asked me if it was okay to use part of my property as part of the deal. You didn't ask me if you could use my property as part of the deal. You signed the deal without asking first. That's not on me. Thank you for letting me cry. Because again, I got triggered and I got sucked in, right? Because it's what they do. It's what they do. And they make you live in fear, and they make you think like they're the only way out of control. Sorry, I'm done. I'm no longer your supply. End of story. You can't use me. And I don't accept the gift that you're going to try to hold over my head the rest of your life. I don't. And all the threatening. Oh my God, the threats in every single text. And making it seem like it's my fault because they're just trying to do something nice. My God, this is what I dealt with my entire childhood. This abuse. No wonder I was so fucked up. No wonder I'm going through what I'm going through right now. And I'm sure, like, now it's nighttime. And when does the rash start bubbling up and getting worse? Nighttime. That's when it hurts the most, is at night. Like, literally, as the sun goes down, I feel the pain coming up in the rash. I feel it. That is literally an example of somatic trauma right there. Like, viscerally, my body is so traumatized that when the sun goes down, I start getting in pain. I start freaking out because that's when the majority of the narcissistic abuse happened. But you want to know something cool? Guess what song the universe decided to put in my head lately? This one was really sweet. When the sun sinks down over the water, everything gets hotter. When the sun goes down, when the sun sinks down, we'll be feeling all right. Everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. And Callie goes, no, it gets colder when the sun goes down. I go, I know, but it's just part of the song. Because I was singing it and she like corrected me. I was like, oh, I know. It's like saying that things get more fun when the sun goes down because then it's party time. But I was like, thank you, universe. Thank you for re-brainwashing me. That when the sun goes down, we'll be feeling all right. Everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. Like, so sweet. So sweet that the universe was like, here, girl, we got you. We know you've been through some major hell. When the sun goes down, we're going to help re-brainwash you. And look at this shit. Like, seriously, look at this narcissistic abuse. This is literally abuse, the way that he talks to me. That is literal abuse. The way that he's talking to me. That is emotional abuse. Emotional and mental abuse. The threatening. The accusing. The gaslighting. We're just trying to do something nice. The only thing he has not said is, but you're ruining it. Like you did on every single vacation. And I'm sure this is what would happen on Christmas, right? Because it's Christmas time. So of course this is happening. Because that's the way these cyclical patterns happen, right? These would actually be all great videos to download and then upload. This is like the longest video ever though. I don't even know. Can you upload videos? Yeah, you can. You can upload like 8-hour long videos on YouTube, right? So I could upload this like 2.5 hour long video to YouTube. Yeah, it's probably like 2 hours, right? From start to finish. Because I think I started at 8:20, but some of those voicemails took me like 10-15 minutes to transcribe. But I could put that up. Be like, My Telenovela, cutting narcissistic cords. I do. And it really does like help me see that I can't accept the vehicle. I can't, because it's not worth it. Because he's not doing it for me. He's doing it to hold something over my head, so I can't accept it. And I just need to be okay with waiting a little bit longer to get what I want. And I'll get it. I can do it. Another trial by fire. I can do it. I got this. Alright, it's almost 11. Thank God I can actually sleep in, though. I can't sleep in 8, like, if I want. And then get up and get ready. I can do it. I love you. Thank you. I think I'm going to save these and upload this to YouTube. It's like my telenovela. It really is my telenovela, cutting narcissistic cords. Okay, I'm gonna pass the fuck out. I love you. I'm just gonna leave her diaper as is. I feel like I should change it and get her a clean one, but she is zonked out. Thank you, Lily, for helping me heal. You are amazing. She's just been peacefully sleeping right here with me this entire time. Pisato's right there sleeping with me too. So you got this, Mom. You got it. Time to keep getting ties with narcissists. All right, I love you. Good night.